Okay, great. So we're running in 1220. Wait. Didn't I change the options here? I'll see here. Yeah, that's terrible. Why did it change the options? Why didn't it save it? Let's try this one. This is the standard. A little bigger than, but let's see. This should be enough for recording, although I think it was lower than, but anyway, let's just have it low at least. We'll see. It did whatever the last time, whatever I ran, it did pretty good. Now the fan apparently uses around 10 or 11 watts or something like that, so that, uses a good amount of energy. Let's just try to take it off here and see what it says. Well, around 10 watts, I think. 10 watts. Well, it seems to be more than that, last time I did it. But around, 9 watts. 9 watts, it seems, apparently. It seems to be more. Anyway, the sun panels have stopped working, and we can see let's try to turn that around. We can see the 0 amps, 16.36 voltage, and 0 watts. And here we go with the watt peak, the amperage, amp hours, the watt, how much it produced, although that's not the whole day, and 10.31 amp peak, which I think it's, and what volt minimum, I still don't know how that, and the watt peak, I don't understand how it calculates that either, because I would have thought it would be, but let's try to actually, I'll just take it out here, click it out, so let's give it a little time for it to reset. There should be enough power apparently to still run it, although it didn't it actually lower the resolution now? Isn't it like let's see here. It says 1280 times 700p, right? And then turning it around backward, it actually said lower, right? Why is it taking actually lower? I don't know. Yeah, are you kidding me? I didn't, it's like video settings, maximum size. Let's see here. Bit rate, blah 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 blah. Video. There we go. Video resolution. No. I want to do this. Okay, let's see. There we go. Meh. Should be a little better. I don't know. Anyway, okay, so let's turn this on again. And of course, it shouldn't really be getting any power. It says 15.85 volts. Now it's going down. Okay, so now I've reset a lot of the things. Let's see how it turns on. It still says 10.33 amp peak and 14.28 volt minimum, I guess. I'm not sure, still not sure about that. 158.9 watt peak, but it hasn't done any charging, so I don't know if it's because it starts up or something like that. Let's try to quickly just take it off and then just take it in again. No, let's see. There we go, and inside again. Let's see what it says. I don't get it why it already jumps up to this, or how it calculates it. Because it seems like it's 10.32 amp peak. It seems like it seems like it's getting the data from the panels in some sense, but 155.4 watt peak. I don't get it. Is it because the sun? Do I need to? I don't know. I don't get it. And of course, if it can't just turn on when the solar panels are, or maybe I need to be up to just totally, I don't know. It just, I don't get these numbers. I don't get the number. I don't know why it says this and all that, and how it calculates it or whatnot. it does seem to go up to 220 watts, which is what the solar panels can do, maximum 220 watts. Now, of course, they will never produce 220 watts. Well, maybe if it's not being used, maybe they charge up or something like that, and then they, I don't know. But this one would need to be connected from the very beginning, when before the sun comes up and this and that. But I don't know. I really don't know. Why is it saying 10.32 amp peak? I don't get it. But of course, if I could turn it on with its own power source, I don't know if it runs on 12 volts or 24 volts or whatever. And there's a secondary plug for it, which again is one of these plugs that is one of these. I don't have those plugs, right? It's just terrible, They're gonna put one of these plugs with the unit, I think. Would that be too much to just have a little? Or I don't even. I think it's terrible having another plug. They could put one of the standard plugs or something. I don't know. It's just one more plug to think about, right? One more of these insane plugs, Oh well. Anyway, so it's using around, as far as I could see, around 10 watts. But apparently 9 watts it seems to say when I took it off here. Like 31 watts I'm using now, and if I take it off, it goes down to 22 watts. Apparently 23 watts, 22. So apparently 9 watts, but that's still a lot, compared to the other fan, which I think used 2 watts or something like that. So whatever. I have more than enough juice in the system. I have 80% at the moment, so more than enough juice in the system, and which is actually very surprising that I have so much. But yeah, lots of juice in the system, so no worries on that level. And it's like 21.7, but we're not getting any juice into the system at the moment, it's getting closer to the sun going away. Oh yeah, maybe I should order some of these. I don't really know if I should, if I'm going to need them or anything like that, but what was it? Was it 57? I can't even remember, But you have these things for the, I think it was like 57, if I recall correctly, like 5 centimeters. I can't remember, or was it 67? 57. I think it was 57. 57 that you could put in with some, if you wanted. If you didn't want, if you want some protection so you don't get your fingers. Now at the moment the fan is not blowing and all that, but if you want to get some protection so you don't hit into the fan, you could get these protective net in, and it still have a lot of, still able to get a lot of air through the thing. I don't think it will do much of an issue if I put it on, but of course without them it would be, of course, even better. I don't know how much the air will do when you pull it in. I guess it breaks up the air somewhat with the grills and all that, so I guess there might be a little issue in regards to pulling, but still it doesn't have this sucking issue that it had, where it was, it was trying to pull air from the outside into the unit. And now it has total freedom to do whatever the fans want to do in full force without struggling or anything like that. So, but even putting these nets on so you can't get your fingers. But again, would you put your fingers in there? Would I ever put my fingers in there? Probably not. Probably not. I don't think that would. No, wow, I'm fat. I'm really fat. Yeah, it's terrible. Fat. So. That's me, fat man, I'm the fat man. Anyway, 10.46 volt. It's going down really quickly at the moment. 10.3. Wow, it's going quickly. Oh, we're nearly down on 10. Oh, it's going down quickly. Oh, it's losing power. 10 volts. Now we're down on 9.97. So it's really, you can really see the data is going downward. It's getting really close to. Oh, now it's amp hours. Apparently, it seems to must have produced a little or something like that. Let's see here. 9.68, 9.65, 9.62. Still says the watt peak thing and all that. Amp hours 0.007 amp hours, 0.0 watt hours, 10.32 amp peak, and 9.1 volt minimum. I still don't. It seems to follow the other volt thing, and yet somewhat follow the other volt thing. I still don't understand how it, what it is directly. It's just annoying not to know. But I guess read the manual, right? As they say, right? They say read the. Yeah. And what peak is 155? Again, I don't understand how that. Let's try to take it off and put it in again and see if it still wanna say that the wattage peak, or if it will actually lower the wattage peak. Now we're now 8 volts. Still this is running, so I don't know when it stalls, but at some point it will stop. 10.33 amp. Apparently there's enough energy to make this thing go. Now it says 83 watt peak, right? That'll be more of a level that I want it to be, to see if it actually grows as it goes throughout the day and all that. I guess I have to, be up very early when it begins to energize it, if it doesn't want to just work, and then turn it off, turn it on, and then just have it at this very specific point where it actually begins to work. To have it a lower level, then I know it's going to come, so I can see if it's actually going to bump it up or whatever it's going to do. Whatever. 7.68 volt. Oh no, we're losing it. 7.64. Oh, we're losing the display. 7.60. 7.58 volt. No, I still have. But it seems to be getting more difficult. 7.50. Okay. Going on the 7.48. Oh, we have issues in regards to the. So there might be some problems in regards of the video settings. Apparently was better. Okay, let's try this one and see if that's. Let's see if that's better. Nah, well it doesn't. Well, have something that doesn't break the. Oh no! Oh, we can see 7.26, but it's fading further and further. For sure, 7.22. You can see the numbers, but it's fading more and more. I guess I can turn it around so you can see it. Okay, see? 7.10, 7.08, and now we have some issues in regards to the temperature. You gotta be kidding me. Just stop with the temperature nonsense. And 7.72, you can't see that on the video, but I can see 6.99. You can't see anything, can you? Can't even turn it around. It seems like when I do it, like I can see it, but I can see 6.91 at the moment if I turn it like this direction, but you can't see anything. Seems to be very hard to see. 6.86. Well, anyway. So it's going downhill for sure. It's going down. 6.81, 6.8, 6.79. Yeah, it's losing it. It's losing more and more. I need to turn it 6.73. Yeah,
6.7, 6.67. Yeah, but you know, you can still see it's turned on, but you know, if you want to see the numbers, you need to see it from the side. Yeah, it's nearly, you know, it's not dead. You know, it's still going, but it's very, very, very low on its. So it's going to cut off at some point, I think. Not that long. Yeah, of course it's going to cut off. Yeah. 6.5, I think we are 6.48, 6.476, 6.45, 45. Oh my, 6.41. Oh my, 6.39, 6.36. It's getting really, 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 really hard to see it. You can see 6.32, 6.32, 6.3, 6.29, 6.27, 26, 25, 24, 23, 21, 20. 19, I think. Oh my, it's just getting 17, 16, 15, 13, I think. Oh my, it's 12, 10. Okay, so that would be, oh no, I can't even see the, can't see where we are. Yeah, I think we're pretty much dead, you know. It's still showing some kind of number, so it's not totally lost it, but I can't follow along any longer. It's just the other number just disappeared. Now the numbers are just gone. I can't. Yeah, that didn't really help. Maybe if it was darker, maybe you can see something in regards to darkness. No, I lost it. It's lost. It's gone. The numbers are gone. It's just totally. You can just see some light in the display. So it's still lightening up. It's still giving something right from the energy, but it's it's dead. So, oh my, it's freaking or something. I don't know. Okay, so here we have the car cigarette lighter socket replacement plugs. If you know, these are the good plugs that I found that they seem to be the best for the. But I'm not sure why do I need them for any. I don't need them for anything. I just wanted, I thought it was more secure than the other thing in regards to keeping connection, but that's not the case. So there's no need actually in using it. Besides for using it for some USB maybe. Just have a plug of USB plugs into it and use it for that, So I have some more USB plugs. Never a bad thing, I guess, Although I don't know how much power it actually uses. It doesn't seem to be much in regards to standby and all that. It does have some lightning and all that. Whatever. I've been looking at some of the others. Here we have like 2-pack, 24 watts, 4.8 amps right here. A dual USB. So you can get 12 watts out of each of them, and it seems to be might be a better plug design than what I have. Then the question is, if I can just make something out of that, some kind of, or maybe just put some tape on it or something like that so it just sticks, If I'm not going to use the plug for anything else, I can just put some tape on it or something like that, I guess. Good amount of tape or something like that. Stick it in there, put some tape around it so I can still put in the plug and have that inside the unit, I think, or maybe I don't know. It does get, I don't know why, but you can feel that it's getting, that's pretty much heat inside the plug, and I don't know why it's, but if it's not really doing anything, why is it getting heated, who knows. I was thinking maybe it actually helps, take some of the heat away. I don't know. Anyway, whatever. So that's part of the 12 volt thing. And interestingly enough, apparently you can get a car plug that can do 160 watts, which is more than what the system can do. It can handle 120 watts, I think it was. In maximum 12 times 10, that's 120 watts. Couldn't they just write 120 watts? No, apparently not. Anyway, and I don't know if it's for every single plug, if it's for the whole system. You know, that's a good question, right? Is it for one plug or is it from all of them? Because they seem to be somewhat connected. So maybe the 12 volt can only do 120 watts in total, you know? I don't know. That's one of these questions that is just, who knows, you know? That's one of these things that one needs to figure out, right? If that's the case, or if it's every single plug, because again, it seems like they're connected together, those three plugs, you know, inside of the unit, because apparently the, you know, it goes through and back into the machine and out to the, you know, the, when you get 12 volt backward, it goes through the other 12 volt plugs. So it's, which I didn't expect, but apparently. This is 12 volt, 24 volt, 2100 milliamp cigarette lighter with two. But is that meaning that it only does 2100 in one plug, or can it do two? Suitable for all devices up to 2100 milliamp, right? But then again, you know, is it only for one plug, or is it for both plugs? It's pretty cheap, you know. It's this one does 4.8 amps. It's around 4.8. 57 watts. Can that be true? Isn't that one of those that I actually ordered? Let's see here. I'm not entirely sure if that's one of those that actually is coming around. Oh. And a nope. Let's see what we have. Oh come Emmanuel. And I wonder actually, in regards to those plugs, like, could I actually just like put this in like this, you know? Maybe I could just. Let's say I put this one in here, right? And then I just have this. Can I just pull it? Okay. If at least I'm a little careful. There we go. And then when I don't want it, I can just. Woo! That's pretty good actually. So I could actually just let the plug, you know, this plug thing here sit in the. Like, look at this. Like, look at this. You know. That is just a thing, right? I'll just, okay, well, let's just fix them. Go. There we go. Oh, it's a temperature thing, nonsense again. Oh no, are we closing down?